I am Rose Bishop. I'm representing Victoria, but I have to keep pointing out that I'm from WA originally because I think it's important. A friend of mine was doing open mics and I was going along to watch a bit and I didn't have much else on, so I gave it a crack about 2 years ago and just kept going. I've watched people go through this for the last few years and being in the final is immense. I'm really happy and proud.
Give her all the love, it's Rose Bishop!
Hey mates.
Hi, I'm Rose. Huge news. I nearly went on a diet recently. Don't worry though, I didn't, obviously. I crunched the numbers on it, I realised it's not actually safe for me to diet. Not medically, but just because I already have shockingly high self-esteem for a chubby woman with an anxiety disorder. And I've realised that if I lose a lot of weight and then get a lot of external validation as well, I might become too powerful. Some more news is that I gave up dating recently because I like myself and I want to be happy. So I don't date anymore, so that's good. The only problem is now I've got some pretty good dating tips that are going to waste, so I thought maybe I'd share one with you guys. My best dating tip, recommend that you use this. For anyone who's going on like Tinder dates, Bumble dates, that sort of thing where you don't know the person that well and it might be a bit awkward at the beginning. You want to come prepared with a little fun, flirty icebreaker question just to smooth things over at the top. The one that I like to use that I'd recommend using is, so which do you have, anxiety or depression? Which I reckon is a good one because it's a conversation starter, obviously. But also it can help you identify any potential red flags. Because, there's always the possibility that they'll say that they don't have anxiety or depression, and that's a red flag. Because, I've thought about it, right, and I'm pretty sure if you don't have anxiety or depression, the only two possibilities are that you just woke up from a 20-year coma, or you've literally never been outside. It's not great out there. Now, what I actually do if I'm on a date with someone and they say they don't have anxiety or depression is I just start explaining climate change to them. I figure it's safe to assume they haven't heard, you know? I'm like, sorry, you said you have a stable mood and a positive outlook. This is awkward, but unless every major industrial nation on Earth drastically lowers its carbon emissions within the next 20 years, we're facing the possibility that the Earth might become largely uninhabitable within our lifetime. So weird that I had to be the one to break it to you. And they'd be like, I said I had a good weekend, thanks, and I have told you repeatedly that this isn't a date. Now, do you want the results of your pap smear or not? But by that point, I usually will have already gotten on to rising sea levels, and long story short, I am no longer welcome at Brunswick Better Health. That's right. I was on the hunt for a new doctor anyway, one that you have to pay for, fancy. Because my own anxiety and depression had started to get a little bit out of control, and I didn't know why, didn't want to know why, just wanted to fix it with pills. So decided to get a fancy doctor and got there, forgot that when you get to a new doctor you have to fill out that patient information form, they need your medical info, and then there's a bunch of lifestyle questions, you know? I just found that there's something very clarifying about sitting down with a piece of paper in the waiting room, filling out on there that you sleep 5 hours a night, you never exercise, you drink every day and you live on cheese stringers and Mars bars. And then going in and giving it to a doctor and being like, but why am I sad though? I did realise some things that day. The doctor was really nice though. To his credit, he said to me, look, I'm definitely willing to discuss medication. It's a route that we could go down eventually, but just reading this, I feel like maybe there's some lifestyle adjustments that you could make first that might sort of have the same effect. You could probably live a bit healthier. And I was like, oh, no, definitely, super, super into that. Definitely been looking at getting healthier. I actually just have a question on that. You probably get this all the time because you're a doctor, but if I drink so much strawberry milk that I accidentally shit myself, that counts as a cleanse, right? And the doctor was like, all right, so with the Lexapro, we are going to start you on 10 milligrams and then come and see me in 3 months. So I fixed it with pills. That's all from me. Thanks so much for having me. Good night.
Give it up for Rose Bishop!
Good. It was really nice. It was huge though. Yeah, good. I really want a wine.